Welcome to Maylee Got Some Tea. I got a future, we got a future. Don't mess with people who don't got a future. Yes, that's right. Welcome to Maylee Got Some Tea. We do not play over here. We got future and we do got some tea. Let's get it.
And we begin with that attack. The video shows a girl getting relentlessly beaten by students older than her on that bus. And this, according to some parents, is not the first or only case of bullying at that school. On top of that, school officials may have failed to act.
CBS 4's Anna McAllister has been on this story all day trying to get to the bottom of what's really going on. She's live in Homestead tonight. And Anna, what have you found out?
Well, Lauren, Elliott, this 9-year-old girl and her 10-year-old brother were both attacked on the school bus when they were leaving Coconut Palm Academy to go home yesterday. I also spoke to another mother who tells me her son was bullied so badly that she actually pulled him out of the school. Disturbing and alarming cell phone video captures the moment a 9-year-old girl is beaten by several older boys while riding on a bus from Coconut Palm K-8 Academy in Homestead. Emotionally, I couldn't even last 2 seconds. I couldn't look at the video. Like any mother, I am destroyed. I fell to my knees, and at that moment I said, I have to do something. A woman who just wants to be identified as Jenny says her daughter was attacked while riding on the school bus Wednesday afternoon. Her 10-year-old son also pummeled on the same bus ride. Another kid came out of nowhere and hit my son, and he fell to his knees and they started to hit him. Jenny says her kids have only been enrolled in the school for 3 weeks. She reached out to CBS 4 Wednesday to report bullying at the school, only for these incidents involving her children to happen just hours later. But Jenny isn't the only parent claiming there's serious issues at Coconut Palm Academy.
My son was bullied at that school since the beginning of the school year.
This mother, who wished to remain anonymous, says her son, who's in the 3rd grade, was repeatedly physically bullied by his peers. She tells us she reached out to the school several times, messaging teachers and administrators, only to be ignored or not answered for weeks.
There was an incident during PE, and she said that what happens in PE stays in PE. And that to me was just bewildering.
Things got so bad for this student that his mother says she did the only thing she could do to protect him.
I had to pull my kid out of the school because that school doesn't care about their children.
Following the viral videos of the attack on the school bus, Miami-Dade County Public Schools released a statement that reads in part, Miami-Dade Schools police arrested the offender and they will be charged accordingly. Additionally, those involved will be disciplined according to the Code of Student Conduct. And the mother of the 2 children who were attacked on that school bus tells me that a 14-year-old was arrested and says that she does plan on pressing charges. When I asked her how her kids are doing, she said physically they're okay, but that they're traumatized from this event. Reporting live in Homestead, Anna McAllister, CBS 4 News Tonight.
Anna, thank you.
Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey everybody, how you guys are doing? I have an amazing guest for you. I know him since middle school, and his name is, I call him Michael Lynch, but I always keep forgetting his name. And he's very cool, and we have been talking, blah blah stuff like that. And he's a very cool dude. And I know I'm kind of sounding kind of like low down stuff like that. I'm in my bed right now, just chilling. And let me just say, okay, Michael Lynch, introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Like I said, like she said earlier, I'm a friend of hers. We go way back, day ones, and yeah, I'm happy to be a guest on here, and I hope to, share some light on some things, and be open and wise, and have some wisdom, I guess.
Yeah. So basically, guys, to just in case if I go start any kind of, before I start any conversation, everything, I want to say to all people who's new and new subscribers, just so we know, my name is Maylee. I'm a YouTuber. I talk a lot. I'm a journalist as well. I talk a lot about things that's going on in the world. I talk about, police brutality. I talk about, just this a lot of stuff that's going around, just to give you guys a few pictures and few views what's going on, because a lot of people mostly focus, they're all trying to put things, celebrity stuff that's going on in the world, things like that, but they don't tell you, real things that's going on, like bad things, people are getting killed, tornadoes, stuff like that. They don't talk to you about, because they want to put the celebrity stuff in your face without giving you a clear understanding what's going on around the world. But there's a thing that been going on lately that been spiking, that gave me my like really make me feel good in my spirit. And I wanted to talk to you about the 8-year-old girl that's in the third grade. I know some of you might heard about it, and some of you saw it, in my Instagram post. Some of you might have saw it, some of you might not saw it. So basically, it was this third grader. It was a 9-year-old girl. She was getting jumped by two guys, by two kids, which one of them was a teenager. The other one was like looked like it was a little kid, probably in the third grade, the same as her. This kid was just putting blows on this kid's head, this little girl head. And the worst part about it, when I was reading the news, some of you might see the news in the beginning of the page, because I don't want to edit a lot of stuff, so y'all gonna see in the beginning of, if y'all see it, that's what it is. That's the video I'm going to show you. So I'm going to show you different clip, because we got two stories we need to talk to you about. So basically, the mother been talked to the student before. They had problems with the school before. They reported it, like the little girl was getting bullied, and no one did nothing at all. And people been speaking about it, and no one did nothing. That's the thing that's really don't get me about the school. So I just wanted to talk to you about guys about it. So I want to ask you, Michael Lynch, what is your partake in that? Since that thing had been broken, what do you feel about it? What would you do as a parent? Like, how do you feel?
I feel like as a parent on my own, like I wouldn't want my child to go through what happened in that video, and I personally would reach out to the kid, the attackers, like the attackers' parents, and be like, ask them like what's the real issue going on, like I wouldn't try it with the school, because like obviously it's like the school would attempt to say that they're doing something or do much on
But
their end, but it doesn't help.
it doesn't help.
Yes, as a kid, like I've been through something similar like that, and I've tried to use the school system, and it doesn't do none. My mom, she did the same thing and did none. So like, and I wouldn't want. I would say it'll be up to the child, but as you know, like they're kids. They're not aware of things they can and can't do yet.
Yeah,
So they need a little bit of guidance and a little bit of help. So yeah, it's up to me as a parent, because I can't go to sleep at night knowing that that has happened to my kid. That's gonna eat me up.
yeah. And I also want to talk to you about the school system, because remember, we all been bullied in one way, excluding myself. I talked about this in my Instagram. I talk about it in my Instagram stories. I talk about, I've been bullied before, things that even people that used to bully me watch my life. Even that even kind of shocking. They're watching me. It's very shocking when they see, my success is growing bit by bit. But the thing I want to say to you guys is that school systems, trust me, you put your kids in school and you expect them to go home, you expect them to be in school, learn, do what they're supposed to do, teachers protecting them, all this kind of stuff, but you come back and you have to hear your children getting beat up, bruised up, and everything like that. This been going on since centuries. This been going on since day one. Students, the teachers don't do nothing. It's like there haven't been no discussion about what they should do about stuff like this going on in bullying. I've been trying to figure out and trying to get notes and trying to get news and stuff what people will do about bullying, and nothing had happened like at all. I've been into the most worstest position my entire life. I've been pushed around. I've been called a bitch. Excuse my language. I've been called a bitch majority of my life. Then teachers didn't do nothing, and to me. And the thing I really do not like about the school system is like, what are you doing to keep your children safe? Because We know, they have dangerous thing that's going on, but also kids can kill themselves over the, like, I'm sorry, forgive me because of the policy, forgive me, they can off themselves. We got to use that term a little bit, might like, because things been changing in YouTube policy. They might off themselves. So a lot of things that have been happening in school, they don't talk about what they should do. Is it going to need more system? Are they going to need more stuff that's going on? Because I want to make sure if I become a parent, probably in the future one day, I don't want to send my child to school and my child coming back to me with a broke up nose and a black eye. That is so unacceptable. It's something I do not accept from anybody. I would love for my kids to go to school to learn. I don't bring my kids to school to do a lot of to smoke weed or extra stuff. I specifically send my children to go to school to learn, do what they gotta do, and come home to me. It's very disgusting because this school, when the mother was talking to their, if y'all do not know, the kid is Latina. She's Latina and she's not black, she's Latina. And the mother, they also have other kids as well. They also was getting bullied. They were also getting bullied as the same thing as well. The mother talked to the school majority of the time. They talked to the school, they said, listen, my kid is getting bullied, what you gonna do, what you gonna do. It's always like they're gonna do something, it's never been done. I'm sick of tired of when people keep saying just to put that little thing in our faces that, oh, we're gonna do something that's gonna be done, and nothing have been done. The same with me. I still been getting bullied, still been getting named, all this type of stuff, and nothing have been done, and it's not fair. So because the worstest thing is putting kid in private school or probably get homeschooled. But guess what? People cannot do homeschool because they have bills to pay. People don't have that luxury like that. People don't have money like that to could put their kid in homeschool because a lot of money to put your kid in homeschool. You have to be there. You're gonna pay somebody to teach your kid and do all this type of stuff. It's a lot of stuff that go into these processes. There's a lot of stuff that be going on. How many times you hear news, kids are off themselves because somebody said this, somebody's bullying them, and people and principals and whatever it is don't do nothing. They don't get constant and do nothing. They just have to bear up their stuff. Their child been gone. No, I feel like school systems should start putting ahead, put some convention or put some interview, whatever they need to do to think about what they're going to do with bullying and stuff like this because it's unacceptable. Imagine you are at school, because the thing I started learning, I remember one of my teachers said that to me. They said that she was the best teacher. And he told you to run down on things. He said, made the reason why they need student in their school because they make money off from kids. The more kids that travel to school, more money that they get from it. And I never knew down to that because it is no wonder why no wonder they keeping them disgusting kids, disrespectful kids that continue keep doing this heinous stuff, keep them in the school. No wonder why. Because it's very disgusting to me because all y'all worrying about is money. And at most after part, them teachers barely getting paid at all either. So teachers don't even care as well. And that's really messed up. It's very sick to me that in my stomach that you bring your children to school to learn, to do what they need to do, to get some good education. You will hope your child to come home to you and spend the day. But no, my child have to come home to me and talk to me about, mom, this person bullied me. Mom, I'm going to this, I'm going to that. They don't not like me and this and that. It's like, what the hell is going on? You're supposed to be a school that teach their kids to learn, be happy, and bring them home to us safe and sound. But now and then we can't do that because there's always some foolishness that's going on, and teachers don't do nothing. And children speak about it, but when the teacher don't do nothing, nobody did nothing, and the children start fighting and doing all this extra shit. Now you want to do something. Now you want to expel. Now you want to do this because it's very crazy to me. I seen that all the time. Children speak up so many times, they give you so many chances until the thing they start taking action. Now that's when action start taking place. I hate when that happen. I hate when that happens. When they talk to you so many times, they tell you this, and that. But when the parents start saying, you know what, take action, fight back, do whatever you gotta do. Now that's when the thing have changed. Now you want to be proper. Now you wanna change everything. Now you want to expel the kid that been telling you what was going on in the school, but you didn't do nothing. Now you want to do something. Now you want to make sure you did something. It's always us. It's always the kid that's being victim always get punished. But when the bullies are doing the stuff, they don't get punished for anything. And that's the thing I never understand about things that's going on in the school system. But now it's bringing a few lights to me. But like, it's very disgusting to me. It's so, like, seeing that video, it makes you wanna puke. Like, there's people I know I showed in my work job, where I work at my new job. I showed them the video. They said that was disgusting. Even people I know, they said that if I was a parent, I won't let that slide, which is understandably justified. Like, you punching my kid and my kid is not punching back. You just pounding and pounding and pounding. As a parent, I'm gonna pound you back. It's insane.
Guys,
It's
I agree. I agree. I agree.
it is really insane. You cannot sit there and allow something to happen and you expect the parents to, you expect me as a parent be like, oh, we're gonna solve it out. Nothing being solved out. The kid probably moved to a new class. The same thing is happening again. New class
Can
don't
I?
mean nothing. When you step out this classroom door, we're going to see each other. Us being a different class don't change nothing. We are still going to see each other when we step out this classroom, when the bell have ring. I never understand that. Whether you kick the student out or do something, they just cannot be in that specific school because it's very embarrassing. But sometimes I always tell them it's how you raise them kids. Sometimes parents need to get a look at as well, because how your kids doing, the way they putting their angers out is how you putting your angers on your kids. So you tell me, when your kids get you angry, are you punching your kids? Are you ready to take the belt down, put the frustration out on your kids? I see parents do that majority of the time. Put their frustration on their children when they're upset. I seen that all the time. I seen the majority of the time. It happened to me. My mom, I'm not close with my mother. I never been close to my mom. I don't really mess with my mom like that. I've been in abusive. I've been abused with my mom and stuff like that. Your mom used to abuse me. My mom used to put her anger out on me as well. I love her to this day. I still love her. Sometimes she will put her anger out on me. The most angriest part, she will hit me with a bit of cord, but it is what it is. That's what I'm trying to make y'all understand. Sometimes parents also need to have a talk too, because it's crazy to me how, like, things I be seeing in school, like, kids are ready to fight. You can look at them the wrong way, they're ready to fight. You can even peep or say something or whatever it is, they're ready to fight. When I'm looking at it, I'm like, what is your parents are doing to you? So basically, when your parents tell you to do just a little bit thing and you probably forgot to do it, what they do? Put the anger out on you and just take a belt out and whoop you to the hardest they can. I seen parents does that. Shoot, like I just explained to you about a minute ago, my parent did that to me. Put their anger out on me. It happened, and that's acceptable. It shouldn't be happening. It was very disgusting when I saw that video. But that's what I wanted to talk to you guys. What else?
Can
What
I
did
inject something real quick?
Yes, of course you can.
See, like, as say this. Anyone with good common sense
Mhm.
would agree that everything about that video is messed up.
Exactly.
Like, you have to be genuinely insane to say, "Oh, it is what it is." Like, no, like that's if it's your daughter,
Mhm.
if it's your kid, it's
Mhm.
like it doesn't shoot. It's like I don't gotta be a parent to say this. If that was my little sister, I'd be furious. I'd be ready to throw down.
Mhm.
Like, you got me messed up. Like, how dare you go hit? How dare you go hit like somebody I look after, somebody I take care of, somebody whose life and education I take priority in every single day while I'm on this earth. I
Yeah.
don't take nothing as a joke with them. When they're in danger in some shape, way, or form, I'm on go. Like, I'm not letting nothing slide like that. Like, you have the audacity to think that, oh, it's cute because y'all kids is not cute because y'all trying to act like this is normal.
It's not. It's not normal. Mm-mm.
No, nothing normal is being done. Like, and obviously, school system is just the worst. We've seen the bullying that happen. We see what happens. We seen a chain reaction. What happens to people that's being bullied when people don't take it I wouldn't say the right way, but when people take it in a very explosive, a very explosive way, like they react. Like, they'll bring weapons. They'll do all types of crazy stuff in
Mhm.
retaliation to that.
Exact. Yes. I also want to talk about. Yep. You ain't
It's
wrong
like
about. You ain't wrong
that's what I'm
about
saying.
that.
And that's one way. Like, especially that's the number one problem in America.
Mhm.
Like people are always like reacting to bad situations in a very bad way.
It's a very
I
bad
don't
way.
want my child to act like that or my little sister. Best believe it was my kid. Like she would be throwing hands with her bullies because I said if the teacher don't help you, defend yourself. Don't let them pressure you. Like you
Mhm.
shouldn't one person shouldn't do that to her to them like that. Like how why? Like why?
Yep.
Like why? Like they're no threat to you. They're no threat
Yep.
to you.
The- Just excuse me one more second. One thing you just said to me was like, when you were talking, you said something like, oh, that if the kids, they keep telling you that, well, you talk to the teachers, do nothing, so you have to take it about yourself and take advantage. You have to fight. So that's what I was talking about. It's like you can say so many things so much to the point that you got your, verse is enough is enough. It's like I talk to you guys, I tell you to stop, I tell you to do this, I say that, nothing happened. But so the day I take action, then action start being taken. But now it's not him being in trouble, it's me. It's me that's being caught up to all this because I tell you. That's one thing I don't understand about stuff like that. I never understand it. I never understand it. That's one thing I never understand at all.
See, I'm not even saying that is like I'm not saying it's the right way. I'm just saying that that is an option that I'll leave from. I'm like me growing up. I was told that don't ever fight back because the school will handle it, the teacher will handle it because if you fight back it's bad. I was beaten up one time from this one kid and I did exactly what I was told. Don't fight back, nothing. I was still suspended, even though that the kid beat the crap out of me
That was
because I was stupid enough to listen, saying, "Oh, if they hit you, just tell," and then that's it. Everything will be magically fixed. Like they
fake.
make it seem like
They make it a fairy
nothing
tale.
you experience. Like
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, most people have never been bullied in their life, so these
Yes.
things don't happen to them. Understandable,
Yes.
but stuff that happened to me, nah, that's not understandable. This
Yeah.
this is like they were aware of what was happening. It wasn't new to them,
It
and
wasn't
then when
new.
it was still going on, they did nothing.
They did
I'm
nothing.
not, yeah, I'm not gonna sit there on my butt and let my soul suffer. No, I'm gonna do something about it. So I spoke to my bullies, right?
Mhm.
I talked, not even talked, like I just gave a warning. I said, hey, I'm not gonna put my hands on you. I say, well, you're not gonna put your hands on me. But if you do, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Most kids are not gonna think like that. Most kids will. So like kids now these days, like they're ready to defend themselves. Like you said, ready, always ready to fight.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing. But like just that means
Yep.
some are prepared and some aren't.
Yep.
Like my sister back home right now, she already know how to put up the set. I'm just saying, like nobody running no ones with her and try to catch her lacking. Like no, like
She a tough girl. She not gonna let anybody come in here and
she
just
yeah, she one
her.
tough cookie too. I make sure too. She one tough cookie too. I make sure she right now, like I make sure she do her little workouts and stuff right now. Like
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro, by the time she become a grown young lady, like she will be tough as cookie in a cookie jar. I'm saying, cause like I love her that much. I want her to be prepared.
Yep.
I want her to be prepared. I'm not just like just considering physically. I'm also considering mentally. I say, hey, there's certain people you want to avoid and not want to deal with, and there's some people you just gonna have to deal with.
Yes.
That's beautiful stuff. I don't tell her to look for problems. I tell her to avoid it. Because
Yeah.
when you do your best to avoid problems, you tend to get in less sticky situations. That's true.
Yeah. Understandable. Yeah.
Yes, but what happened on that video you showed me that we're discussing about, like, nah, It's not right.
And do you know the craziest part about that video that's very disturbing when I heard that? So I heard something else in the video as well. So basically the bus driver, when the girl was getting jumped, guess what? The bus driver did not stop. He kept going. So basically, you know, I don't know if I'm new or anything, or because I'm this. When I was in Hannity Perry, when I was in my old school, my old high school, anytime there's a fight, all I remember is that the school bus got to pull over and call the police. That's what my school did when the school, you know, when kids was fighting in the back of the damn bus.
Bus
So it's
driver
very
was
shocking to
like,
me. The bus driver did not do nothing.
usually
Basically,
they stop. Usually they
yeah,
stop and tell
they
you, hey,
stop.
stop fighting.
Exactly. They basically stop. You know, they have a big fat camera and they have a big fat mirror right there if you can look at the back of the student to see what's going on. So I'm a bus driver. I can see me. I was in the front row of the bus driver. I can see everybody. So basically, you saw what's going on. You saw the little girl getting jumped on the bus as you driving. You see this thing happening. All as a bus driver, I know you don't want to get sued. You don't want your company to get sued. You pull over. You stop the fight. You call the cops. You call everything that's happened, and you reporting it. No, the only evidence that thank God for phone, even though I don't agree with for phone sometimes by recording certain things, but at this time, this is justified. This is justified because we now have evidence. You as a bus driver, you didn't stop. You didn't stop the fight at all. Things keep happening. You know, fighting keep on until the girl reaches home. That's when stuff start going on. The kid is charged. What I'm hearing now, the kid in my video, the kid is charged now. But as a bus driver, it shouldn't take you that long for you to reach home. For you to now, you know, by the next day later, and then the kid have to tell you now everything want to be, you know, in a position. That makes no sense. That was disgusting. The video was in bad taste. If you're a person and you say, oh well, kids fight is what it is. First of all, no, it's not. There's a 9-year-old girl, and that kid is in high school. A little boy is in 3rd or 4th, 5th grade. Basically, that is not justified. Hitting on a little girl, that doesn't make any sense to me. That doesn't make no damn sense to me. It was disgusting. It's the fact that the bus did not stop at all. That's what I heard. It was so disgusting how the thing went. That is very disgusting to me. As a parent in the future, I would just take a lesson learned. Don't put my kids in public school at all. Half is the way to go. My risk of losing my child is the most biggest scary thing in my world. Like I would never even put my kid in that type of situation. It's insane. You're a bus driver. You didn't do absolutely nothing to help the child at all, to even stop the bus. You just a big ass mirror in the front. I been on a bus before. I know how it looks like. There's a big mirror in the bus. They have one on the left side, on the right side, and one in the middle. You can see what's going on in the back of the bus. If the school's acting up, or if you place a kid on the other chair, you see them moving, you can see what's going on. You can say, hey, go back to your seat, this and this and that. I never understand that. I never understand that. The video was just in bad taste. So to the people who saw my video, I'm sorry for showing you guys that, but I wanted to show you guys that because kids are really going through this like that. I'm being completely honest with you. It is crazy. Some kids don't speak. Some of your kids might not speak, but things like this do happen. Punching your kid in the head, pushing them around. So it happens. In the school don't do nothing. That's what really bothers me. Until that thing change, until things start changing, then everything will stop. But until stuff don't change, then that's not gonna stop. Kids are still gonna get beat, bullied, gonna pick on people. I get picked on a lot. Some people can get over it, some people can't. We all different. A lot of people keep saying, "Oh, words can never hurt me." This, and that. Some don't, but some will. Not every human is the same. A lot of people don't understand that. But that's all I wanted to talk about, and that's my finished conversation. And I hope you guys take a good lesson learned by what we said. And my biggest solution for this is like probably take your kids out of public school. And I know it's gonna be pricey to put them in private school, you know, but it's a risk you're gonna have to take because you don't want to end up your kids being dead. Or
See, the thing is, you even that, like, I was bullied even out of private school. It's
ooh, for
it's
real?
a system. Yeah, it was a system itself. Like, I went to a pretty good private school. It was
Mhm.
religious, obviously. So, and the funny thing is like the fact that because the kids who had parents that were the kids that bullied me, they weren't like their parents weren't in part of like they didn't work in the school. They weren't teachers or part of the staff or anything.
Oh,
Like the
because the
kids that bullied,
reason,
but
because let me tell you, because the reason why I said that, because a lot of people keep saying private school is good, private school
mhm.
is good, but since you telling me, since you've been in private school, now my views of opinion putting your kid in private school,
No,
look, it's the same thing.
I don't want to change your views. I'm just saying that it's like it doesn't mean it erases the problem bullying because
Yeah,
or no, it's still a home thing. It's a home thing.
it's a home thing. Yes, like I said. Yeah.
Like you can take that person out of that environment, but will that person still be the same?
Mm, makes sense. Makes sense. Make a lot
No.
of,
Like,
yeah.
will they go up and adapt, or will they end up doing the same thing, like keep the same habits? Like that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't entirely fix the problem. Maybe they'll start acting different if they're in a
Until there's
if
a solution, there's a problem
y-
that needs to be fixed.
yeah, like a new crowd of people. Yeah, they hang around. Yeah, they'll probably act a little bit different. Like act a little better, maybe.
Maybe we don't know. But since that, probably put him in, like I said, I might not jump up. We'll probably, put him in private school, or do your research on a private school. I don't know, but since he tell me that people get bullied, but I don't know for every private school. Some private school are very strict, so they don't tolerate bullies. So we gotta be very strict on that. So I don't know. Probably go do your research, to see what's going on. You talk to them, you talk to the teacher to see what's going on. I don't know what to do. I'm not a parent, I'm not a mother, but I am a sibling. I do have siblings. I'm a parent to my siblings. But that's all I know. But in the future, if I have children of my own, I might gonna take some gosh and do my research and everything like that. I'm not the biggest, soft problem solver, everything. But if you got money to homeschool your children, you got it like that, you got money to handle it like that, then yes, no means, please put your children in homeschool, because you don't want, if you want your child to go this, yes, put them that. They might not have the friends I need, experience prom, which is sad, but it is what come with everything. I probably, all I can tell you, do your research, do what works for you and your child. That's all I have to say. That's anything else I have to say. So yeah, and what about you? What is the solution you would like them to do, or you think is a solution for them?
Following some breaking news in DeKalb County, bond denied for a self-professed cult leader. Eligio Bishop, also known as Nature Boy, is accused of rape and false imprisonment, along with other charges. Neighbors tell 11 Alive they're stunned by the allegations, but are even more surprised by what this group was posting online.
Its social accounts reaching tens of thousands of people on Instagram and YouTube. Joe Ripley, live outside the DeKalb County Police Department. And Joe, you got to speak to this group, the Carbon Nation?
Yeah, Carbon Nation, this is a group that says they abide by a different philosophy. Their leader, Eligio Bishop, appeared in court for the first time today since being arrested earlier this week at a DeKalb County home. And after a judge read out his warrants, his charges, he simply replied by saying, quote, outstanding. Neighbors there in that DeKalb County community are concerned tonight.
Mr. Bishop, good afternoon, sir.
Eligio Bishop saw a judge for the first time since his arrest earlier this week. His case now lies in the hands of Superior Court. DeKalb police arrested Bishop at this home in Decatur, charging him with rape, false imprisonment, and 3 counts of sexually explicit transmission.
He's extremely loving, extremely forgiving. Literally wouldn't hurt a fly.
This man, who goes by Captain Ace, says he's part of the group Carbon Nation. Ace calls Bishop the head of the international organization.
This is one of the most troubling experiences I've ever had. The man that most people refer to as Nature Boy, I refer to him as God. I believe that he is God.
Ace described carbonation as a religious philosophy based on science, focused on living a life of principles and morals. He joined the group about 4 years ago, and now he and 13 others live at this home under the guidance of Bishop.
I met him online. That was my initial contact with him. I seen that he was teaching knowledge that was superior to any other scholar or any other leader that I had encountered at the time.
Neighbors like Patrick Henderson are concerned about Bishop's online presence. That's what police say tipped them off to the alleged crimes.
I mean, obviously something like that is concerning, especially when you have kids around. So it's just a matter of now doing the research, kind of digging in and finding out who is doing what and really understanding the totality of everything going on.
Henderson says he could not believe a reported cult was housed down the street from him, but Ace and others in the group say they're fighting that notion.
I would tell them to reassess their perspective.
And tonight the group says they are supporting Bishop still, financially, emotionally, doing whatever they can to help him out while he remains behind bars. And he will do so at the DeKalb County Jail until Superior Court sets another court date for him. And coming up at 6, we'll tell you more about his criminal history, Bishop's criminal history, as well as look into more about the Carbonation group. Back to you.
All right, Joe, thank you so much. You can read more about this interesting story on our website, 11alive.com.
Hey guys, how you guys are doing? There's some things that I forgot to say in the video when I was with my guest. I wanted to say something. You don't when I show you this clip, you can see how hypnotized his people that he chose, they worship this man as a god, and the kind of disgusting thing that he have done in that home, I couldn't even describe, but the thing that I've been seeing this man does, I can't post it on this, on YouTube because of guideline, is how disturbing this man is and disgusting, and how pedophile this man is, and how disturbing he is, and the fact that his group are following in his footsteps and they worship this man as a god is kind of disturbing and disgusting. And hearing these things, from the girl's side, they being abused, is disturbing to hear that from somebody like that. It really is. That's what I want to say.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. So, okay, guys. It was a problem. Difficulty. His headphone. He was telling me his headphone was dying and everything. So we're back now. We're gonna start to another different subject. That we done with the girl, the 9-year-old girl that that was getting jumped by the kids, 2 boys. Now we're gonna start another subject that was very personal to me, that's bothering my system. I know some of you might heard of it, not all of you, but right now, I think my manager is gonna post it on Instagram. She's editing it and everything. I think some of you might hear about the I think it was like what is it, Nature Boy. That's what I call I don't know, I forgot his name, whatever it is. I don't want to speak his name because the man is just so disgusting. So y'all will see the videos and everything on the first view. Y'all will see everything, the girls, whatever it is, and also him on the beginning of the video. This dude is disgusting. Like, I remember I showed Michelangelo the video. It's very disgusting. He's talking about the type of the type of shit that psychotic, mentally ill people would do to anything, and him talking about that, and I'm like, the fact that he's not the only one that act like this. There's people who've been in cults and stuff like this that do weird stuff, do things like that. And the most worstest thing about it, my mind was going in people's minds, like, the mother should get charged and everything like this. The mother should be this, the mother should be that. But then I did research on the mother and stuff like that, realized this man is a whole buffoon. This dude was forcing this girl into marriage. There's people that are saying, oh, she should have said no, this, that, this, and that. But sometimes people's life can be at risk. You know how many times people, they said no, they end up being dead or shot or killed because they refuse their proposal, they refuse their acceptance and everything. Basically, she have no choice but to, marry this ugly, this disgusting mother effer. So, and the thing that's very weird to me, I just feel like he lived on. He lived in this really nice house, this really nice big house. Pretty nice house. And what was going through my mind is like how he's living in this house. It says he's a nature boy. Where he's getting this money from? But with my clear views, and I'm doing deep research and the news talking, he living off of people's stimulus check. Basically, when their stimulus check comes, he live off of that thousands of dollars. So basically, when these people have bring their stimulus check, he give their the people give the stimulus check to him, and he even take his own baby's mother's stimulus check, $3,000 from her, and that's the most thing that's very disgusting. And what's really disturbing about this all things right now is that they have a child together, and him saying that disgusting video that y'all gonna see in the first beginning of the video y'all saw. What's really is disgusting is that this man is a con. He's a liar. He's a buffoon, and he's an abuser. And the fact that he's abusing these people online, these people in this house, and these people that on the news, they're saying, "Oh, he didn't hurt us. He would never hurt us." All these people that's with him, lying to protect his little disgusting self, saying, "Oh, he don't abuse us and this that. He can just leave this out." Neighbors been reporting this disgusting nature boy, so-called nature boy. We're reporting him since day one. He been a problem. They've been hearing screams. They've been hearing noises that been going on. Yelling, crying. So basically, them neighborhoods are not lying. So basically, he got them washed up on brainless people that he washed up, and they conning for him. They literally going down with him. They said, "No, he will never do this to us. You know, just like I saw the video, he would never do this to us, this, and da 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 da." You know, and they were talking about the mothers that if she wanted to leave, she could have be free to leave. But what if we know they're lying? What if she couldn't leave? They were strapping her. She couldn't leave. She had to escape herself to leave. A lot of things does happen like that in real life. People have to plan stuff to leave. Nobody cannot just leave just like that in a cult. No. No one cannot just leave in a cult. There was a video I wanted to show you guys, but the thing about it, I couldn't find the video. I lost it. So if probably I can show you. If it's not, then it's not there. Then it will be down the link down below, and I will show you guys where it is, so y'all will just see it and just click it. There's this young lady. This is a young lady. She's very skinny and everything. She was in a cult and stuff like that. And let me tell you something. Nobody cannot leave like that in this cult. You gotta be killed. You're gonna get killed. You're gonna get abused. Which one would you like? And no one leaves like this. I'm telling you, people are like legit. You cannot leave just to leave. You will get killed. You will get whooped, whatever it is, if you want your freedom. Kill. Some courts are different. They will abuse you. They will do everything to you, and for you to let you go. It happens. So what's really disgusting to me about this so-called disgusting nature boy is what he was saying in that disgusting video. That's very like terrifying, very pedophile. And the fact that he was there online that long and they just accepted this weirdo to say this disgusting stuff like that is very disturbing. How I see the social media, it's very nasty to see how there's some people, you'd be surprised in this comments that I was saying. They said, "Oh, he can do that with his children." I'm like, lady, that's this lady literally that comment. "Oh, he can do that with his kid. There's nothing wrong with that. That's his dad." Lady, you are the most idiot buffoon to think that was okay. That is the most nastiest, insane thing ever. And like him talking, I don't give a damn if it was a lie or the truth. It was just so disgusting for him to say that. That was just so disgusting. So before like anything, Michelangelo, what is your point to hear something like that? What do you feel like? What is your emotion right now?
I want to throw up. Like honestly, like for real. Like I want to throw up. Like I don't know how like a person like that like wakes up. No, not even wakes up. Like how do you sleep? Like for real, how do you sleep?
How do you sleep knowing that you do things like that to people? Like how? Like what's the thought process behind that? Like I find like human beings that like do stuff like that, they're a very special breed of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing how you operate is beyond me. I'll be honest. It's beyond me. But every single thing you do is wrong. Like you don't second guess. You also question why do you do the things you do. Like you just up and do it. You don't care remorse over people you hurt, people you threatening. Like the woman. Like I get it. She in a tough position, but
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she should have like reached out to more people, or maybe she was in a position where she has no people to reach out to, and
Yeah.
the cult guy, whatever his name is, he, you know, it's like that's a scary thing. When you look at it, that's a scary thing. That's something that happens. That's something that happens.
It's like a movie. Like it's like it's like when you hear it, even even the news lady reporter said it. It feels like it feels like a movie. You get what I'm saying? It's like a
Yeah,
movie. You will watch stuff in a TV screen. It's not something you will see in real life. But basically, watching that is real life. Like that is real. That is real ish that's going on. This is real people's life. People do this in real life. You be looking at them serial killing movies and stuff like that, and then when you do deep research in that movie, you basically heard that it's based on a true story. It's insane. It's insane. People are insane, bro. Especially, I don't think you watched the Jeffrey Dahmer.
oh, I've watched it. I've
This
watched it.
let me
I've
tell you
watched
something.
it. Peter Quill. Peter Evans.
Yeah,
The guy that plays Jeffrey Dahmer. He played a very accurate description of
yes, he embodied that. He embodied Jeffrey Dahmer. He
Like I
embodied.
watched one video. My friend got me to watch it. I didn't really want to watch it on how serial killer
I
went
didn't.
undetectable for not even undetectable. They just didn't care. It was like they can say what they want. Like that's how he wasn't caught for all those years was basically how much they didn't care.
It was
Because
just so it was child. I know we late on just Jeffrey Dahmer because I did tell I was gonna talk about it. I never did because I was busy. There was a lot of things that was going on.
see,
The
that's a
Jeffrey,
serial killer. That's one person. Now imagine a cult.
imagine a cult. No, seriously, you made a good point. Imagine no, but seriously though, imagine a cult though.
All right,
Imagine.
so you have a human being that
Mhm.
feels like they could kill or cause destruction and chaos
Mhm.
because for no reason because they know they can. Now imagine that same type of motivation and effort from someone who has a cause and a belief. We've
That's right.
seen in the past what people with beliefs who fight
Mhm.
for the belief in their cause, what lengths they're willing to go. They don't hold back. There's no remorse. They don't care who gets hurt, what get hurt, what damage is done. What matters is that they fulfill that cause or that fulfill their belief,
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
that's all they need. They're not doing it for money. They're not doing it for money exactly. They're not doing it for fame or popularity.
And then,
They're
but
doing it.
guess what? I just learned
Okay.
about the movie Jeffrey Dahmer. And I don't know if a lot of people, probably you or people who I've subscribed to, probably one of my people I subscribe to, who subscribe to me, believe in religion and stuff like that, spiritual things like that, religion stuff. What I have learned about this Jeffrey Dahmer thing, when he will eat these people, he want to embody them, meaning he wanted to feel them, to be in their soul, their spirit. When you eating things, let's for example, I remember I hope some of you watch what's his name? Troy's TV. I watched Troy's TV. I remember he was talking about, when you eat like chicken, chicken know when they being afraid, when you're about to die and stuff like that, they know they're about to get killed. They're not really that stupid. The same with cows and stuff like that. It's like a fear. It's like a fear, sadness. I remember he was talking about because every time because my thing to eat is chicken, right? I like chicken and stuff like that. And I remember when he said that to me, it gave me a full, clear picture. I remember I would eat chicken. I keep eating, I'll be feeling sad. I was feeling some type of sadness. I was feeling lonely. Then I stopped eating
Yeah.
chicken. Then I stopped eating. Guess what? I stopped eating it for a few days or so, few months or so. I stopped eating it for a minute. So what I did was go to Subway or eat some rice or something on the side or some macaroni and cheese. Tell me how the heck I didn't feel depressed. I didn't feel sad. I didn't feel some type of depression. I didn't feel any of that. It's weird for you guys. Be like, oh, she just no. I'm not making this up. It's weird, but it makes sense. Like, stop. I always tell her, trust me. Change your protein, how you eat. Change how you eat stuff. Stop eating meat and stuff like that. Start eating, some veggie or rice, sauce, whatever it is that's not meat like. You start eating these type of things. Trust me, the way you view things, how you was before, you felt low, you felt down, that thing that you felt before will change. You might not believe me there. You might feel like, oh, I don't know what she's talking about. That makes no sense. Trust me, you be like, oh my God, I feel different. I tried that. When Tracy was talking about that, I'm gonna give you I think I'll give a video, probably not, I don't know. But when he said that, and I was like, Pop, that makes no sense. But when I tried it for myself, I gave myself a challenge. I challenged myself to do it. Tell me how the heck the kind of attitude that I have, suicidal thought, all these type of things like this, change. The whole mindset of me hurting myself changed. I felt I could do it. I will go out more. I will go with my friend, get some pedicure, get my nails done, or get my hair done, get some more motivation, and put myself more up. That will change your perspective, how you move around. Because remember, Jeffrey Dahmer, when he's eating these things, it's like a soul. It's like you eating somebody's spirit. It's like you trying to be them. You start embodiment of this person. When you saw this video, when he will eat these body parts and stuff like that, he saw the fears in their faces. He saw them. Especially that little Asian, I think it's Chinese or Asian. I don't know. I don't want to disrespect him, but that's which one I know. When he killed that little baby, that child, it was so disgusting. It was just so disgusting. The way they returned that baby's back to they returned that baby back, and the black lady saw that child was in need. And when the officer said, "Oh, I'm going to turn it back to that person," because back in the days that he saw the child was in danger, but back in the day, because man, Jeffrey Dahmer was gay. He was gay. A lot of policemen did not care about gay people like that. They didn't care. They would just give them away. They didn't care about anything. They look at them like, oh, they're just lovers and stuff like that. But you can clearly see that's a kid. That is a kid. And the most worstest part about this, the kid ended up being dead. They even should have laid the kid had been decapitated. It was just so disgusting. That kid could have been right now living because of their disgusting understand. You saw the kid hurt. Things coming out of this kid's mouth, and all you think about was give that kid back to the same thing that it was running from. That never made no sense to me. I never could understand that story. It was disgusting. I did not want to watch it. It was just throw that thing in the garbage, whatever it is. But the person who played that, he was good. He embodied, man. The way he looked just like Jeffrey Dahmer. You couldn't tell which one is Jeffrey, which one is not. He embodied it so good to the point that you angry with that actor. That's how good he played that role.
To make a point across, so like this person was a threat. Like this person, a human being, wasn't acting like a human being. It was acting something more less than that.
Yes. And they said that he was doing satanic stuff. And I'm like, no wonder. And the thing about that was really weird to me, his grandma knew what was going on. That's what really sick to me with that old egghead. She knew what was going on. She knew. She knew what that kid was doing. He knows he's a psycho. He's insane. And then the most worstest part about me, people report that dude. Nothing happened. He will come back. No harm done. Nothing happened to him. But when that day come, he went to jail and that dude killed him, stuff like this, then things start changing around. Like it's just so disgusting. I don't know. I never understand, because this is, remember, they made a documentary about Jeffrey Dahmer before. This is another one. I don't know what's going on in this industry. Probably they're trying to show, because remember, when you see things on TV, things, serial killers and stuff like that, they become an idol. You understand? They become an idol to some people. They be like, oh, that person's my idol. I'm gonna be just like this person. So what I look at it as is like, you're trying to make another Jeffrey Dahmer. You get what I'm saying? You might not understand, but you get what I'm saying? You're trying to make another Jeffrey Dahmer to be the same thing, to be embodiment just like he did, to make more disaster. You understand?
Yeah, pretty much. I hear you.
That's the thing. That's the thing I don't understand. Why
It's
are
like
you making?
it's like I said, it's like manipulation. Like perception is everything. So how the media sees. So like they're doing that to gain more viewers.
Yeah.
More people that pay attention to that, more people to control. Because necessarily they look, unless anyone fact checks them, they can add and said he did more things than he actually didn't do. But at the same time, someone could fact check it and be like, who cares? He's a monster anyway. So why does it matter if none of the stuff he did now is true?
That kind of makes, okay now.
They'll be like, oh, we have no proof of saying that he didn't do it. So it's like either way with it. So you could go either way with it.
Yeah.
No, that's the thing when most people are like, oh, it doesn't matter. He's a monster. He probably would have done it. Not like that. That's the type of thinking that will that lead up to that.
Yeah. That was just so disgusting and stuff like that. But going back to the same that nature boy, it was disgusting. It was disgusting. I'm happy that he's in jail. I'm very happy he's locked up and the girl's getting the help that she needed with her baby. They're getting, everything that they needed. But it's very disgusting. I always tell people, let me tell you something. Join this cult, please make sure you do your research. You do. I don't give a damn what.
Don't join cult. That's number one rule.
Yeah,
Don't join.
no, you'd be surprised how many people who does this disgusting cult thing. You'd be surprised. Let me tell you something. If that's what you like to do, then go ahead and go do it. Then that's something you go ahead and go do it. Go ahead. I never understand people who join things like this and think that's okay.
It's just
And
some people are lost. Like they don't have the. They don't have. All right. All right. In a sense, they don't have the right guidance for them to. How do I explain it? For them to.
yeah, I think they don't have the right guidance to like maneuver the right way or the right
Yeah, in
direction.
the right direction, in the right direction, because
Yeah.
they're lost. They're lost. They're lost.
It's like a lost soul. Like,
Pretty much.
no
And
direction for them to go. It's like, whatever they pick is what they pick. Is it satanic, or that's the first thing they see? That's the first thing they're going to try. It's like a lost soul. That's how I call it. That's how I see it as a lost soul who don't know where the direction is, but whatever that's in their face they pointing at, they want to follow. That's what they follow.
yeah,
That's what they.
pretty much. I agree with that because like. I agree with that because like that's what it is. And I don't blame them for that. It's just that they don't know what else to do in their life, so
Yeah.
they just head in the direction they feel is right.
But I perhaps that you guys don't do that. No, seriously, it's not something for you to do.
It's like
Being
if you have a friend that you feel like is lost and they feel like life is hopeless, speak to your friend. Like I'm not saying the chances never cult, but you may help a buddy, and you be that one person for your buddy. You don't gotta do nothing crazy. You just gotta make sure you talk to them and they're all right. And that's literally all it pretty much takes sometimes. Is just a simple act of kindness by speaking to a friend or acquaintance or coworker that you feel like is troubled, like emotionally and mentally, and you could prevent something like that. I'm not saying it's like 100% effective, like it's gonna magically cure stuff, but like you could prevent someone else from going through that said thing, either being part of a cult and being victimized by a cult, or being part of a cult and victimizing others. Like it's either way from then on. Like, but you can do things for other people by speaking and reaching out to them.
Yeah, you can do that too. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
mean, I try. I try.
You can. Um. Well, I don't want to take too much of you guys' time. That's what I wanted to talk to you guys about because I want to give you guys a bit of visual education of what was going on around the world and stuff like this. But if you are in a cult and stuff like this, please, you're more than what's going on. You don't want people to control you. You don't want people to tell you, you can't do that. You can't do this. Sit up straight. Do all this kind of things that you know deep down in your spirit. Because let me tell you something. Before you get out of your mom mood, there's always some kind of sense of thinking the thing that's in the back of your head that's telling you when you're doing something wrong, you know it's wrong, then don't do it. When something don't feel right in your spirit and it's moving away from it like you know it's not right, then don't be there. Everybody have that type of, how can I say it, senses. When they know there's something is wrong, a conscious. When something is wrong, a conscious is always telling you it's wrong. Do not go. Everybody have that, but a lot of people accept to ignore their conscience when they're telling you the right thing. Please do not do things that you know is not right for you, that you don't feel comfortable doing. Don't do it. Do not do it. That's what I want to say. I'm not telling you to do what you want to do. Y'all grown adult. Y'all do what y'all want to do. I got my own life. Trust me, baby. I know what's right. I know what's wrong. I know something don't feel right either.
Tell them.
Trust me, I know things don't feel right either. I'm a grown woman. I know. Trust me. I know when something don't feel wrong, what don't feel right. And you will know. Every single person in this world have a conscience, but people, if you refuse to accept it, they just ignore it. Oh, because it's fun. Oh, because you want to see what's going on. No, you nosy and you want to see what's going on. But when the things start catching up to you, then you'll be like, oh my goodness. It's like, no. A lot of people, like a lot of people can tell you no. There's a sign that can tell you no. Families can tell you no. Friends can tell you no. But you take it upon yourself to feel like, oh, there's something bad. There's pictures, there's evidence, but you refuse to see. It's like a person that's a red flag, but you can't see it because you're too blind to see. It's like that. Remember how God is. He said, you see it, but you too blind to see. You can't see it like that. You just see it different perspective. You see it as you want it to see it, how you wish it was. But when you get stuck in the trap, now you want to, be wishy-washy and change. So I'm not telling you guys what to do, but I'm just telling you guys to be alert, be careful, because things like this are not something you want to, play, because these things can be dangerous, deadly. They can control you as anytime they wanted to. I don't want to say if people join the cults, I'm not saying all cults are evil and witches. There's good cults out there. I'm not saying all of y'all. I'm not saying that. I am not saying that. But majority things that I see my two eyes, I seen is always nothing but negative. That's what I seen. But if you're in a good position, it's healthy, there's nothing bad with it, you don't get money taken away from you, they treat you with correct respect, then no means you take that. If that's helping you and you're not getting hurt from it and you just find nothing means to the flu, then you stay there. But I'm just telling you from my point of view, if you know there's something ain't right, things be stealing from you, whooping your ass every day. When you do something wrong, as you're a grown ass person, they treat you like you're a slave as a person, please leave. You know it's wrong. Then don't go. That's all I'm saying. But I don't want to say anything else. I don't want to take much of you guys' time. As you know, that's all I needed to say. I went to every single thing with you guys, only 2 topics, and also some of the Jeffrey Dahmer. I don't want to talk too deeply about that Jeffrey Dahmer thing because it was disgusting. I didn't want to go too even deep on it. I couldn't even sleep hearing, even talking about it, even dreaming. I don't want to hear it. Was just so disgusting. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to go into depth with this one. It was not something I want to talk, but I wanted to guys show you a kind of clear picture of, imagine if someone like Dahmer wasn't a cult. You know how many disaster that would have been? That's all I wanted to say. I don't have much to say, but that's all I wanted to give you guys an update of what's going on. But I am doing fine. Everything is doing fine. I just wanted to guys give you an update and news to what's going on in the world, things y'all been seeing in my Instagram and stuff like that. But I do got more video coming up, do not worry. And this one will be different. And I'm very happy to come with my guest. His name is, I call him Michael. His Instagram is Mackie. He goes to many names, but I'm gonna put his social media down below in my Instagram too for you guys to follow him and everything that you guys need to do. But yeah, that's all I want to say to you. So Michael Lynch, what you want to say to them before we go out?
Yeah, so hope y'all be safe. Thank y'all for listening. This is my first time ever being on any format like this. So I hope I left a good impression on y'all. And I hope to do more things like this in the future. And be mindful of what's going on in the world. Keep up with the news. Don't believe everything you see or hear, but keep an eye out. Like, always be cautious, because you never know what can happen. Somewhere else can happen in your area, and it can happen to your neighbor, you, or your family.
That's
So
right.
be mindful of that, y'all. Be safe.
Yeah. So guys, I'm gonna give you guys this only. Well, mainly got some tea is going to be out. Please don't forget to follow me on my social media. It's gonna be down in my bio down below. You will see everything. My manager will post everything that you guys need. And if you feeling kind of generous or more generous, don't you can donate $1 to my Cash App. It's mainly Madrid. And yes, that's what I wanted to say. And all his social media will be also in my bio as well. His name and everything will be there. You guys can follow him if y'all like his when he talks. He got some good points. Don't be afraid to comment. Don't be afraid to say what's on your mind and everything. So I'm gonna give you guys. That's all I needed to say to you guys. So I'm gonna leave out this chat. Melly got some tea is out. All up in the gang. Bye. Love you guys so much. Love you guys. Bye.